Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. Is your Whirlpool washer stuck mid-cycle showing error codes or completely unresponsive? I've got you covered. In the next 12 minutes, I'll walk you through 8 proven reset methods that fix 90% of washer problems, and you can do them all yourself. Good news is you can handle this yourself without calling someone like me out to your house. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. Now, here's the thing, these washers are basically computers nowadays. And just like your laptop, sometimes they need a good reset to get back on track. I'm going to walk you through when you need to reset your washer and then show you all the different ways to do it, starting with the simplest methods. All right, so first let's talk about when you actually need to reset this thing. After years of working on these machines, I've seen the same patterns over and over again. You're going to want to hit that reset when your washer gets stuck in a cycle. I had this customer last month whose machine just kept filling with water and never moved to the wash cycle. Controls frozen up? Yeah, that's a reset situation. If you just replaced a part or moved the washer to a different spot in your house, definitely reset it. Error codes popping up like crazy? Reset time, door won't unlock after the cycle's done. Yep, reset. And if you've had a power outage recently and your washer's been acting weird since then, that's probably the culprit right there. Here's what I've learned. These machines hate being interrupted. Power goes out, you unplug them suddenly, or even just opening the lid at the wrong time can confuse their little computer brains. The reset basically tells the washer to forget whatever it was doing and start fresh. Let's start with the simplest fix, the power reset. This works on every single Whirlpool washer ever made, and honestly, it's going to solve about 80% of your problems. Step 1, physically unplug the washer from the wall outlet. Don't just hit the power button. Step 2, wait exactly 5 minutes. Set a timer on your phone because this timing is crucial. During these 5 minutes, all electrical charge drains from the memory components. Why 5 minutes? Well, these washers store electrical charge in their memory components, and it takes time for that charge to completely drain out. Think of it like forcing a computer to reboot. You're clearing out all the junk that's stuck in there. So unplug it, set a timer for 5 minutes, go grab a cup of coffee, then plug it back in. I had one lady in our Facebook group whose washer wouldn't respond to any buttons. Tried this method, and boom, back to normal. Sometimes you might need to wait even longer. Don't ask me how I know that, but I've seen washers that needed to sit unplugged overnight before they'd cooperate again. If 5 minutes doesn't work, try leaving it unplugged for a few hours. Now, if your washer's throwing specific error codes at you, there's a quick button combination that'll clear most of them right up. This one's got a 100% success rate for resetting error codes, not necessarily fixing the underlying problem, but clearing the code itself. Here's the exact button sequence: press pause or cancel 1 2, then press power once. Remember it as 2 1 and 2 presses on pause or cancel, 1 press on power. Let me repeat that: pause, pause, power. This works for most of the common error codes you'll see, like if you're getting an int code because the cycle got interrupted, or an F5E2 because the door is not locking right, or even those F8E1 codes when water flow is low. Now here's the thing, this reset just clears the code from the display. If you've got a real problem like a clogged drain or bad door lock, the code's going to come right back. But clearing it first lets you see if the problem's actually fixed or if it's still there. I always tell people to check their owner's manual for what each error code means, but this button combo will clear just about any code you throw at it. This next method sounds unusual, but it's a legitimate reset procedure used by repair technicians. It's called the master reset. And while it's not in your owner's manual, it works on most top-load Whirlpool washers made after 2010. What you're going to do is open and close the washer door 6 times in 12 seconds. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but stick with me here. Start by unplugging the washer and letting it sit for at least 2 minutes, then plug it back in. Now grab your phone and set a timer for 12 seconds. When you start that timer, you're going to open and close the lid 6 times before it goes off. This method works great for drain issues and when your washer gets stuck in a cycle. I've used this trick hundreds of times, and it's especially good for those situations where the washer thinks it's still full of water when it's not. Don't worry if it doesn't work the first time. Sometimes you got to repeat it 2 or 3 times before the washer gets the message. The key is getting all 6 door movements done within that 12-second window. Is your washer door locked even though the cycle finished? First safety check. Make sure the drum has completely stopped spinning and there's no water visible. This door reset method has a 90% success rate for stubborn door locks. Unplug your washer and let it sit for at least 2 minutes. This gives any door lock mechanisms time to reset themselves. Plug it back in, then run a drain and spin cycle. The door should unlock automatically when that cycle finishes. Here's something important though. If you've got the control lock feature turned on, this isn't going to work. You got to turn off that control lock first. Same thing if your washer's in fresh hold mode. It's designed to keep that door locked until you tell it otherwise. I remember this guy called me in a panic because he couldn't get his door open and had wet clothes sitting in there. Walked him through this reset over the phone, and sure enough, door popped right open after the drain cycle finished. Way cheaper than having me drive out there. This one's a bit trickier, but it's super important after you move your washer, replace parts, or set up a brand new machine. You'll need a washer that has 6 or 7 LED lights below the dial for this to work. First, turn your dial to normal. Now follow this exact pattern. One click each time. Left, right, 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 left, right. I'll show this sequence on screen, but think of it as L, R, 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 L, R. Take your time. Precision matters more than speed here. This calibration reset tells your washer to relearn its environment, where it's sitting, how it's balanced, what the water pressure is like. After replacing components or moving the machine, the sensors need to recalibrate themselves. I've seen washers get super loud and start walking across the floor because they never got properly calibrated after being moved. This reset fixes that by teaching the washer how to balance loads in its new location. It takes about 10 minutes to complete once you start it, and the washer's going to run through some test cycles. Don't interrupt it. Let it do its thing and learn how everything works. Different Whirlpool models sometimes need their own special reset procedures. Let me walk you through a couple of the most common ones. For Cabrio washers, you're going to unplug for at least 2 minutes, then press temperature, soil, and spin buttons in that exact order 3 times in a row. After that, press and hold the spin speed button until it responds. If you've got one of those two-in-one washers with the removable agitator, the process is more involved. Unplug for 2 minutes, then press temperature and rinse options twice in that order. Turn the cycle selector clockwise 1 click, then press these buttons in sequence. Temp, rinse options, force it, hold to start, and finally the power button. For some top-load models, you can try the start pause method. Unplug for 30 seconds, then press the start pause button 10 times rapidly. This basically floods the control board with signals and forces it to reset. Each of these methods targets specific control systems in different washer designs. The key is matching the right reset method to your particular model. That's how you reset any Whirlpool washer that's giving you trouble. Start with the simple power reset. Unplug it for 5 minutes and plug it back in. If that doesn't work, try the error reset button combination or the master reset door method. For more complex issues or after moving parts around, use the calibration reset. And remember, different models might need their own special procedures, but one of these 8 methods is going to solve your problem most of the time. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your Whirlpool washer working again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which reset method worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.